Peeps, all right, listen up. This is a complex one. I'm going to do my best to walk through it so it makes sense. But I want to introduce you to the power and nuance and art of asking questions and knowing what question you're actually asking. Because I think salespeople mess this up all the time. Matter of fact, I know you do. I watch you and hear you and mess this up all the time. And it's costing you thousands and thousands, if not hundreds and thousands, millions of dollars in your ability to close more sales because you're not asking the question you think you're asking. So here I go. This is tough, but stay with me. So recently, I was working with a client and a sale was going really well. They did a decent discovery. Like if you do a shitty discovery, this isn't going to help you. But if you've done a really, really good discovery and you got to their solid current state, C-gap selling, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you've nailed their current state. And that's what they did here. This guy did a pretty good job of understanding the current state. They got the future state. They got to the size of the gap. They understood the size of the problems. They really had a good, strong, powerful understanding of what was going on in this organization, where they were losing revenue, what the root causes were. I mean, they had it nailed. They got it. And the buyers understood it too when they were on the call. But then they got off the call and they went dark for a little while. And so the salesperson got them back and they got a response. And the response was something like this. We've spoken with our CFO, and the response was, and if our CEO is willing to get on a call with you guys, he wouldn't be available or willing to do it until September. Okay? So there were two really interesting things. If at all he's willing to meet you, it's not going to be until September. Well, the sales rep wrote back, and they wrote back a bunch of questions and asked why it wasn't a priority. And when I saw that salesperson, I said, that was the wrong question. And what I mean by that is this. They literally asked, well, why till September? Why can't you do it for September? And I know what they were looking for. They were looking for their buyer or their influence or their champion to explain what the CFO was doing that was more important than talking to us. And that, my friends, is the wrong question. And I shared that with her, and it made sense. We're going to see if she can go back and fix it. But that's the wrong question. The question should have been understanding, and then list all the stuff you learned in the discovery. Understanding the amount of revenue you're losing, understanding the impact on profit, understanding how the competition had taken your two biggest customers, understanding that you've had to lay off people, understanding that the market's shifting under your feet, all the stuff that they told you, all those problems, understanding all of that. Could you help me understand why your CFO is willing to push this out a month or more? See the difference? See the difference? One asks for priority out of context. What are they doing instead? The other one puts it in very specific, unquestionable context. Not whatever the fuck are you doing, not what else are you doing. It's why are you doing that, understanding this? That was the real question that she should have asked. That was the real information she was looking for, but she asked the wrong question. So guys, you really have to stop thinking about the art of the questions. Are you asking the question you're supposed to be asking? Are you asking the question that gets you the information you really want? Or are you asking a question you think is going to get you the information you want, and it doesn't? You have to listen and have to pay attention and make sure you're asking the right question. It makes all the difference in the world. All right, folks, I hope this made sense. If it didn't, leave some stuff in the comments. Tell me if it didn't make sense. Tell me if it was confusing. I'll do a follow-up if I need to, or I'll answer questions in the comments. But I think you got my point, okay? So, again, ask the right questions. Know what you're trying to ask. Let me know if I can help. But you know what I'm going to say. Until next time, peace. I'm out.